Dirty, dirty oil. But we got to see if we can get this thing to even do something here. Get our tools out. OBD scanner. Let's go ahead and do a compression test. You know what? Let's just do an OBD scan then. But then we're gonna do a compression test and see if the engine's any good. So we got some bad ignition coils, spark plugs. So we already know she needs a tune-up, very badly, very badly. All right. ABS module. So yeah, catalytic converter. ECU is good. Ignition. Okay, so a simple tune-up should do her very well. It's gonna do it. Engine don't start. Of course it doesn't. Let's see what else we can do. We're gonna do all our electric tests just to see what's good, what's bad. Alternator, starter, fuses. Check all of it. So I think all of this is gonna be good, but it's not. It doesn't hurt nobody to test it out anyway. It doesn't run, so see that battery's bad. So we know now that we do have to replace the battery. So we're gonna go ahead and put the battery on our list because we know now we have to get one. And I think we got one more we can do. Tire tread, fuel pressure test. Okay. Engine don't start. Drain tool. Okay. So, we're gonna swap batteries out, put a brand new battery in it, and see if we can get this engine to even fire up. So, let's go over to our electric shop and get ourselves a battery for $170. I mean, he said he don't want to go broke, but he's gonna spend a good penny regardless in this car. Alright, so now that we got a battery in here, let's see if we can get this car to do something. Anything. Anything at all. Let's see. Can we do our compression test now? Yes, we can. So now with a new battery, we should be able to start it. Or not start, but we just see if the engine's good. Camshaft. So we got a camshaft that needs to be replaced. I6 dual overhead cam. BU2T. Oh, BUT2. Okay, so we know that needs to be replaced now. And we can come over to our fuel pressure test to see if it gets any good fuel pressure. Fuel rail's good. Fuel filter's good. Fuel pump is good. So fuel is getting good fuel. So honestly, we can probably do a lot of this stuff in shop. So that's what we're going to go ahead and do. So we know now what's the main objective for this thing before we start slapping, you know, engine oil in it and say, okay, here you go. So let's go and lift this thing up, and we're gonna have to drain the oil. Where's my drain pan at? Drain pan, where it at? Here it is. So we're gonna move this over here, and we're gonna drain our oil. That dirty oil. Look at that. Ugh. All right, that back, and we're gonna take a loose our exhaust here so we have access to the oil pan. Get rid of that, get rid of that, and then we can drop that oil pan. And if you take a look, camshaft, which is over, take a good look here in the engine. So all of this here looks good. That's the crankshaft there. So all of this here is good. So we're not going to worry too much about it. So we can put this back. And we're going to have to tear it down from the top, which is pretty much going to be getting the top of the engine got to come apart. The whole top of it. So most of these parts got to be replaced anyway, like the throttle body and stuff. Oh, I got to get some double D. Go. We might can fix these parts in-house. I do have a machine that can get most of this stuff looking brand new as long as it doesn't get damaged. So we're going to take that fuel rail off, and then we can take this intake manifold off. Go. So that comes off, and now you have your coil covers. Now, you do realize, so back when we did our test, it does need a tune-up. So we're gonna go ahead and tune this engine up, get new spark plugs, new coils, all that on this new engine. Well, it's not getting a new engine. He's just getting some stuff. He do have like 3. Yeah, let's see, 1, 2, 3. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. He needs 4, but I might as well just go ahead and, you know, if I'm gonna tune it up, I might as well tune it all the way up. There's no point of mixing plugs together with brand new to old plugs. So we just gonna make sure that it's taken care of. I'm gonna have to take this off as well. Alright. Let's just go ahead and do it, because I gotta take this whole top of this engine apart. This one gotta come off as well. Take these manifolds off, and then we got access to this engine. Alright, so now that that's taken care of, radiator fan. I'll take all this stuff off. Pretty much we gotta strip this engine. Oh, look at them belts. Oh! Them belts, boy. Those belts are bad. There we go. Alright, so now that that's off, take off this crankshaft. I mean, that crank pulley. Radiator. Of course, I forgot to drain it. Ugh. That off. And then we got our timing cover. Now, we can check the timing cover now. I mean, we can check the timing belt now that it's off. All this, I think it's in pretty good shape. So, we're not going to mess too much with it. Alright, now we can take this off. And this is what we got to replace right here, is that camshaft on the right. So that right camshaft is the one that has to be taken off. So we're going to take this cover off for the timing cover. I mean, not the timing, the cam cover. You gotta take the timing belt off. There's our pulley down here. Take this little pulley off. And now we can take the belt off. And now we can take this, the gear. Take this cam gear off. And now you got access to this camshaft. After you take off all these little caps. There's a lot of little bitty caps holding it in, so you got to do all this, so I'll be back here in a minute. Alright, so now that we got all them little caps off, and we can take the camshaft off of the car, so now that that is off, what we can do is, I forgot to add that to our list. So come shopping, and let's go ahead and buy the parts that we need here. I gotta make sure that I take this off. Dun, 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 dun. That's going to be over here. Damn. It's $200. Now we got our new one in. And we're gonna go ahead and get our spark plugs and our coils. And let's go back there and go to electronic. And let's go and get our spark plug, which this is a 6-cylinder. 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Need 6 of plugs. $30. And then they have coils. Ignition coils, we're gonna go ahead and get 6 of them, because if we're gonna do the job, I want to do the job right. I don't want to have to do it. We could put these old caps back, which I probably gonna do. I don't really like putting old stuff with the new stuff like this, but if they're not worn, then he's trying to save money, and if he wants to save money, we can save some money for him. You know, he said he don't want it perfect, and so if you don't want it perfect, we can do it. If you could look at the order as well, it will show you 72% is what he basically, as long as it's at, look at you. Hold on. We're gonna probably replace this stuff because he wants it at least 72%. So that's good. That's good. As long as it's at 72%, he don't mind. And so, yeah. We're gonna buy ourselves a couple of caps to save ourselves. Because, like I say, yes, he's trying to save money, but at the same time, like I say, putting old parts with new parts that's gonna get worn out, yeah, I might as well just go ahead and replace it. So let's go and get ourselves, let's get about 4 of them. They don't cost that much. So I know you do need one for sure. And especially on the ends. Let's see. Yeah, see. I'm glad I bought them because you do need them. And so, like I said, we could save him a little money. He's going to have to spend some money regardless, but he can save himself a little bit of money. I'm going to use one. Dude, I might as well go ahead and, let's see. I might as well get more. Yeah, I might as well go ahead and replace that other one too. Let's get 2, because there's no point of half doing the job. If I'm going to do this, I want to put new parts on it. I don't feel comfortable putting used parts with a brand new part like that. So we're going to replace that other 74% one, because I won't feel confident and I won't feel comfortable putting and sending this car off with it. So we're going to go ahead and replace that. So now we got brand new camshaft and caps. All right, you got to get yourself, you got to get a new one of them. This one's no good, boss. This one's no good, boss. Get that's 360. And then we're gonna put this on. All right, we good now. And I'm gonna come over here to our table I was talking about, because this is our, no, there's nothing to be repaired there. And then that's our brake system. Oh, there we go. Alright, so everything else can't do unless you require upgrade. I don't know if I have any upgrades. We could take a look. Know if I do. Upgrade, that's renovation. We got how many we got 3. This is renovator. And we got one more. There we go. Anyway, that's about all we can do anyway. Because the rest of the stuff I can't really repair. Yeah, that's it anyway. I can't repair most. I'm going to have to buy them. Because remember, 72% is where he wants most of these parts. So, yeah. We're going to get new plugs and install all this real quick. And I really hope we don't have to go back into this engine. But I don't think we do. I think we got most of what we needed done. So we're going to put these spark plugs and coils in. And then we can get started on doing the rest of the assignment that he wanted. This is a pretty... It's like a quick build. It's not even really a restoration job. It's more of like, hey, I like this car and I want to get it running. And I want to be able to, like, drive it around and take it to street takeovers and be stupid. That's pretty much what we're doing here. Just trying to get the car running so that way he can take it to car events. All right, let's over there. And then we're gonna replace that. Like I say, we're here. I'm not putting old parts with new. We could put the timing belt back. You know, it's at 74%. It's going to go out, but it's going to last them for what we're doing. All right, we got to buy that part. 165. Put that on. Yeah, intake manifold. We got to get that as well. That's 320. I already see a part down there that I'm gonna have to go and take off. We're gonna be doing a tune-up on it anyway. Go. Let's go. Let's see. Is that 65? It's good. Idle rotor B. That's 68. We gotta buy a couple of new of those. If I was gonna put that on, I might as well go ahead and buy a new. Should have bought a new belt for it too. Oh well, too late. Gotta get a new power steering pump for it. And idle rotor, gonna get 3 of them. And it ain't gonna take 3, but it's always nice to have extra parts laying around. And then our timing cover that goes on. We just got done renovating that, so that helps out. 68% on that, which actually we gotta go and replace it because he wants 72 or above. So let's go and get ourselves a new pulley. Go. Now we got a new power steering pump. Bolt that on. And that B roller. What I just said. And then I already know he got to get a new belt. So let's go ahead and buy it. Need one of them. Bam. And then that belt tensioner. We gotta buy another one of those. The one we got, that ain't no good. So don't buy that. Put that on. Bam. And now, radiator fan. Gotta buy another one of those. Over there, get rid of you. Radiator fan. Bam, bam, bam. Hey, hey, hey. All right, we're making moves. All right, now, most of this is put back together. So your radiator fan, put that on. And bam. Now you got your exhaust. Your exhaust manifold back. And that's 67%. You need another one. You need another one, boss. Yes, you do. It's only 80 bucks. It's not gonna hurt him too much. I mean, let's be honest here. Let's go ahead and replace this one as well. I mean, I just don't like having the old piping with the new piping, and if we're gonna do it, again, I like to do it right. So let's just go ahead and get it. Alright, we should have now. There you go. Look at that. That looks way better now, right? You don't, like, that's gonna look good pulling up to the car show. Ugh. You gotta get a new throttle body, because the one that he got on there ain't no good. So, go ahead and pick that up there. Alright. This car's gonna run good when we get done with it. Alright, put that last one on, and bam. Look at it. Put that fuel rail back. Yep, need a new one. It's good, but, you know, again, if we're gonna do it, I want new parts. I don't want half parts or whatever. It's gonna cost some money, but I can't renovate it. So yeah, just gonna have to deal with it. All right, now we got our radiator that goes back. Actually, no, it don't. It needs to be replaced. So we're gonna go ahead and replace the radiator. It's no point. It is no point. Alright, now you got yourself a brand new radiator. And everything up here is good. So now that we got this taken care of, which is pretty much everything engine related, then you have this, which is parts to fix. Okay? Going up. Now, if this car was running, I would have just took it straight to the test path and just tested everything, but we don't have any engine oil in the car currently, and yeah, I'm not about to put oil in it, drive it. Actually, you know what? Let's just go ahead and change the oil, and then we can take it over there and see. So that way we know exactly what we're doing and what we're looking at. So that's what we're gonna do. So let's go and I gotta actually get that oil filter because I don't have one. So we're gonna go and get our oil filter. Only $25, which is pretty good, cheap. All right, so now that that is there, we can put our exhaust back. And that is about it. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take it over to the test path and see exactly what's wrong with it. Like, it tests the suspension, the brakes. That machine could test all of it. And since that we are good here, we can technically we could put the fluids back, and it's not gonna mind too much because we just got done doing the engine. So now we got coolant. We're gonna do fresh oil. So now we got oil, and you got your brake fluid. I did not mean to take the whole thing off the car. Oh my lord. Right, we got brake fluid, coolant. You're not gonna need that. That's good. I'm trying to find the power steering fluid. Oh, here it is. Alright, we got power steering fluid in it now. Alright, we should be able to take it over to the test path because it's running now. Let's see what we got here. Test our brakes. Brakes are decent. They're not the best, but they're decent. Back brakes. They're pretty good. They're just as much as the other one. Our suspension. And then we're gonna test the rear. Alright, what we got, boss? Alright, not too bad. Nothing really is like terrible. So that's good. Alright, let's see. Let's go ahead and buy another one. That's what he messed up. Trying to show off. Literally pouring up them axles. This is what we're gonna do. Before we get started, we're gonna move it over to the car wash. I'm gonna wash it. So that way we can get all this dirt and stuff off this car. So let's, here it is. I'll wash this car. Get all that grime off of it. And look at that. Look at that. Then we're gonna clean that inside. Alright. So now that the car is all officially washed, we're gonna bring it back inside. Alright, take a look at this. Did we find that part yet? No, we did not. I don't know what part, but we're gonna go ahead because he wants the repair and or replace the body panels, as you can see here. Hood, the mirror, the fender, the doors, the rear bumper, rear headlight, the trunk, the windshield, fuel washer fluid, air. So we're gonna start snatching parts off. Bam. And then our tail lights. Your new license plate too. All right. Alrighty. Say no more. I mean, at this point, he do have a brand new car. I did give it an alignment. I gave it a headlight adjustment. Yeah, I did a lot of work on this car. And it just turned out it was a bad hub bearing. Check this out, and then we'll be able to swap that out real quick. I made sure, oh my lord. I made sure I bought two. Put that one in, and then the axle. You can put that wheel back. Alright, we're done. I did a lot, man. I did a dang tune-up. Well, not a tune-up. I did an alignment on the wheels. I did a headlight adjustment. He got a brand new car. The only thing I didn't do was the interior. But, yeah, that is what it is. Whatever. Whatever. You can come and get the car now because it's done. 22,000. Not bad. Not bad. Anyway, so, without further ado, actually, I wanted to... What I wanted to do... This is what I wanted to do. But, yeah. I got sidetracked. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to part ways with our Corvette because it's time to sell it. I was going to build this car and keep it for like a show car or whatever just because, you know, it's a race car. But, like, the car is so nice and it's like it would just be a shame just to have it here just sitting when we have so many more amazing cars to be building. So we're going to be selling our supercharged Corvette here today, and as you can see, we can sell it for $83,000, which seems pretty low. It seems very, very low for how much is in it, but it's only a 1970, and we put $44,518 in this car, and we only bought the car for under $10,000, which is actually not bad. And we come out on top with a profit of $74,000. So it's like, you know what? Let's just go ahead and sell it. You know, we make $83,000 on top, so that's not bad. All right, so now that that's gone, we can start rolling in our other fastback Mustang, and we can get started on this. So these are the next two project cars that we're going to be building. And like, selling those two free up a lot of money, so that way we can start building these two out and possibly get started on our other car, which we have to do. So without further ado, that's going to do it for today's video. If you guys like this video, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on that post notification so you know when I post videos, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out.